Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of my new merge tutorial series. The series is concentrating on showing you guys how to do lots of different sorts of merges, complicated ones, simple ones, whatever we can do. For anyone that's missed the previous 2 episodes, there will be a link down in the description of this video that you can just go click on them and catch up on what we've been doing. But on a more serious note, there's been a bit of an incident. And we actually, well, it's going to be better if Dave actually tells you about this, because it's, yeah, Dave, what's been going on, mate? What have you been up to? Okay, Dave, what have you done? I have no idea how you've managed to get a toilet stuck on your head. But anyway, guys, don't worry. I've covered Dave in chicken grease. Just going to let that soak in for a little bit, and then I'm pretty sure that Dave will be good to go by the end of the program. So Dave time will be happening today. But for now, we're going to crack on with what we need to do. I'm going to show you guys some foundation merges, and I'm going to show you how to build a kitchen island out of the stone fireplaces, which also uses foundation merging. And then we'll pop over and we'll see what Dave's been up to. And I'm hoping it's going to be something good. But anyway, let's get into it. Right, so the first thing we need to do, guys, is something that we did on the previous episode. We need to make a stone block using 2 stone fireplaces. So I've speeded this up a little bit, because we've obviously already covered this, but this will give people that haven't seen it an idea on what we're actually doing. So lining this up on top like so, taking it over to a pressure plate, and we're dropping it. We're basically just merging them together. So I'm going to obviously try and keep this bit as quick as possible, so I'll fast forward. So as you can see, I've just kept dropping it, and here we go. We're about there on this one. So again, I'll just finish it off, get it all level. That's basically one of our stone blocks. Now, I've already made another one, just to make this part quicker. So basically, once you've got 2, you want to place them together as close as possible, like so. And the reason you want to do this is because we now need to place a table on top. Now, this is going to be the sort of the top part of the counter. So for the table, I'm going to use this table here. There is other tables available. But yeah, so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place this on top. I'm going to line it up the best I can. I mean, obviously I'm trying to be as quick as possible. I don't want my videos going on forever, but I'm just going to continue to line this up. Again, I'm going to fast forward a little bit, and we'll get on to the next stage. So I think I've about finished lining them up. That's pretty much as perfect as I'm going to get it. So the next part is probably going to seem a little bit strange. But what we need to do now is we need to find the fireplace that this table is attached to, because it will only attach to one. So I'm going to go around and I'm just going to pick up all the different fireplaces to find which one. Okay, so it's attached to one that's merged. So this fireplace we'll just delete, and then we'll pick up this one, and as you'll see, the table is attached to the top. Now what we need to do is go back over to the pressure plate, stand on the pressure plate, and we need to merge this table down into the fireplace. So I'm going to fast forward and I'm going to do that part now. And here we go. I've been doing that for about a minute, and I've managed to get the table merged and the block complete. It's all merged together how I wanted it. Can be a bit tricky getting the table exactly right, but yeah, that's sitting pretty good. So what I need to do now is I need to merge it back into another fireplace to make it a block again. So we'll go through, do the same method. We'll place the fireplace with the table on top. Then we'll line it up the best we can. I mean, the better you line it up, the better your end results are going to be at the end of the day. But once we've actually done that, we're going to pick up the bottom fireplace and we're going to take it over again to the pressure plate and we're going to merge it all together. So stand on the pressure plate and keep picking up and dropping. Now I fast forwarded a bit. There we go. I've managed to get my block complete again. And now I've got the table sitting on top. Now, the more time you spend lining this up, I know I've already said it, but the better your results will be. And that's the reason we already built the blocks and then placed the table on top a few steps back, just so we could make sure that when it's all merged together, the table's going to be in the right position. But now we've got them parts. What I'm going to do now is actually show you how a foundation merge works. So, foundation merging. All you need is a little bit of terrain that slopes down. It can be a big slope. If it's a bigger slope, it can be a bit easier. I've not got much room to work here, but I have got this little bit, which is going to be fine. Then, get a foundation. Doesn't matter which ones you use. You can do this with any foundation. Place it at the top of your slope. Then, find whatever item you want to drop down into the foundation. So just for a demonstration, I'm just going to use a display cabinet. And I'm just going to sort of place that on top. And then I'm going to stand down the slope. I'm going to pick up the foundation and I'm going to pull it kind of under my feet and then place it. And as you could see then, the display case dipped down. I'll do it again. Pull it under your feet. Turn it around a bit if it's showing red, and then just place it. And you'll see that the top item will start to merge into the foundation. If you just keep doing that, guys, until whatever item it is merged to the height you want it to be merged. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's slow, and it can be tricky, but just keep on going. So back to obviously what we're doing. These are two blocks, the one with the table and the one without. And we now need to merge these into a foundation. So to do that, I've basically placed down a foundation and I've put a checkerboard effect on because it's easy with that to line things up because you've got lots of lines everywhere. So I'll place the block with the table in first and I'll line it up central. I mean, you can place this wherever you want. It's entirely up to you, depending on where you're having it and where you're building, etc. But for this example, this is the way I'm going to do it. So once I've placed that, I actually need to destroy it. So to do that, I'm going to use a flamer. And we just place it down. We will trigger it and it will destroy, yeah, everything. It's all gone. So we'll pick the flamer back up. Then we can pick up the second block, the one without the table. I'm going to just line it up. I'm going to overlap it slightly with the one on the left hand side. And yeah, it takes a while to line up, but I'm going to fast forward. And here we go. This is them lined up and I've repaired the fireplace on the left. So it's all ready to go now. The next stage is we need to do a foundation merge on it. So just like I showed you previously, we'll get the foundation and we'll place it at the top of the slope. Then we'll stand at the bottom and we'll pull it under our feet and place it down. And you've seen there, it actually dropped into the foundation. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I get it to the height that I want it. So once more, pull it down under my feet, wiggle it around a bit and place it. So I'm going to continue to do that, guys. And then I'm going to fast forward a little bit until I get it to the height that I want. So here we go. This is pretty much where I want it. I think I'm going to drop it once more. It just needs to come down a little bit more. But this is entirely up to you, what height you have it, or even where you place it on your foundation. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So now you can just pick it up, pick your foundation up, snap it onto another foundation, or place it wherever you want it, basically. It takes a while to do this, and the more time you put into it, the better results you'll get in the end, because to get it perfect is pretty difficult. But just while I'm just flicking through here, finishing this off, I just want to give a couple of shout outs to a couple of fellow camp building YouTubers that use stone fireplaces a lot, and they've come up with a lot of these great ideas. The first one I want to shout out is Khalil Smooth. He's the first person I've seen who did a foundation merge. And the second YouTuber I want to shout out is Stole Your Sweet Roll, who again has done some brilliant things with these stone chimneys and so on. So definitely go and check them guys out, because they have got some great builds. And yeah, I enjoy watching them, and I'm pretty sure you guys will as well. But anyway, that's that part done, guys. So I think we need to go and speak to Dave. Dave? Hello, mate. Oh, you've got the toilet off. I knew that chicken grease had come in handy. Right, okay, this is good news. So what's this? Wow. Okay, a stone aquarium. I quite like this, Dave. Yeah, I think this is pretty decent. So, how did you make it? Good work, Dave. Well done, mate. I'm quite impressed with that. There's quite a complicated merge you got going on there, but yeah, I think you did well. Right, anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for joining in and watching it. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. My next episode will be out next weekend, and I'm also going to try and get a camp build out at some point this week as well. So keep an eye out for that. So I just want to give a quick mention to another fellow YouTuber called High Grade J, who's been doing some amazing builds lately. And he's also got some pretty useful tutorials as well. So go check him out, guys. But that's everything. Next week we'll be covering some blueprint merging and a few other more complicated merges. And obviously we'll see what Dave's been up to again. But for now, that's me and Dave done. So see you next week, guys. Bye.